Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Azir and we'll be facing off against the 6.5 star Nightmare, weekly Nightmare. I had someone request I do the weekly Nightmares, so I'm going to be doing well, by the time this video comes out it's going to be the last week's weekly nightmares, the 6.5 star one and the 5.5 star one, and then I'm going to do this actual week's 6.5 star weekly nightmare and the 5.5 star one. I'm just taking the same stuff I usually take on Azir, just double Stalker's Blade for the impact when you summon a champion, and then Star Gem so we can chain a bunch of champions together. I feel like it will be decent against the opponent's setup. We're incentivized to go for a more control-y game plan, and Azir is kind of decent at that. All of these are pretty bad powers. Early bird's good for board presence in the beginning of the game, so let's take it. This deck does struggle a bit with the early board control. So yeah, normally I just record everything on Saturday because I'm busy throughout the week. So this week is actually going to come at a bit of a personal cost for me, but it's good to change things up every once in a while. So what I'm going to be doing is just recording 2 videos on Saturday and then 2 videos on Monday once the new weekly nightmares get released, so I can make at least 2 videos that are actually relevant for the week at hand. In the meantime, I think we're set to win against this opponent. He's going to attack here, he's going to summon 2 Sun Soldiers. No, I can't. I was thinking of using Shifting Sands here to protect against that. I suppose I can use the Nazas as a way to clear those 2 units. Then I just jump block most of these units. This is actually fine, it's going to grow the Nazas up to 10 attack. So next turn I can attack with Nazas and level him up. But attacking into that is going to result in Nazas's death. Not even Quicksand is going to be able to save him. In that case, let's just do Sandcrafter and attack. Let's work towards Azir's level up. And then use the level up effect from the Azir and the Sun Disk triggering to take control of all of the board. Azir reduces the Sun Disk by 9. The Sun Disk will go down to 3. 2 Sun Soldiers will make it so this Sun Disk goes down to 1. So I can go for the Shifting Sands into Soothsayer, and that will level up Azir, and it will trigger the Sun Disk, which will refill my spell mana. I just waste a little bit of the value from the Shifting Sands by overriding 1 Sun Soldier, but it's necessary for the sake of proccing the level up on the Azir. can also chain Renekton to clear 2 units here. All I need to do is level up the Nazas, which will happen once the opponent decides to attack into me here. Or he can just decide not to attack at all, that also works. We'll need to attack with everything, but we're only doing 20 damage, which is a bit unfortunate. But we'll kill the opponent over 2 turns. And with the amount of control over the board we have currently, I think we're fine. Still exactly 20 damage. It would be nice to go ahead and attack again next turn, but we don't have a rally effect, unfortunately. What's Crumbling Sands? That one, since it's the largest unit the opponent has, might as well. We just need to have him pass the turn. Back to us. And then we can attack and close out the game, hopefully. He might actually develop enough of a board to the point where I can't exactly kill him. It would be nice if he went and decided to kill one of my units here. At least I'd have more board space. Well, Renekton alone almost kills him. Okay, we don't kill him. He's holding on for dear life. But now we have board space, so we can develop an additional unit. Let's do the Eternal Gladiator. That way we can just go ahead and clear everything he has over the course of 2 turns and ensure that we actually win next turn. Yeah, he's out of everything, basically. And in the meantime, we just attack and kill him. Come on, this time for sure, right? Good. For a second I was worried the opponent was going to survive for an additional turn. That would have been annoying. Now we get access to our support champion. Something for 4 would probably be nice. Fiora, Nocturne, Mighty Poro. You know what? Fiora with Black Cleaver, and since Azir shares all items with other champions, Fiora will come down and she'll strike 2 units. And while the opponent's power says the foe's Nexus cannot take more than 20 damage each turn, it doesn't say that I can't win the game. So I can just use Fiora to cheat. Battlesmiths or Swole Squirrel? Let's go for the Swole Squirrel. I feel like Battlesmith might buff things out of Fiora's range. Meanwhile, Swole Squirrel is basically guaranteed to not buff the unit's health, so Fiora should be able to pick up 2 easy kills right at the start. Not if I don't draw Fiora though. I'll still play Azir here. Just chip away the Swole Squirrel's health. The opponent's going to double up the attack of his units. It's fine, I'll just jump block with the 2 units I have currently. Can even use the Sandcrafter to block one of them. Okay, now I need to block the Swole Squirrel with the unit with barrier, otherwise I won't be able to kill it. Let's try to empty our hands so we can go for the Emperor's Prosperity. So let's go 3 into 2. And then we'll attack with the Sandcrafter. That triggers the Sun Disc, really? Oh right, we're summoning a bunch of units, so Azir levels up, and that's enough. Well, in that case we'll probably be able to get Fiora down this turn. And in addition to Fiora we should be able to chain Renekton as well. And with Fiora triggering, we just proc twice towards the level up. Yep. So she levels up on summon, and we're just 2 units off from killing the opponent. In fact, I'm going to hold back the Renekton and the Nasus just so the opponent feels like he can attack. And then I'll use the Fiora. Okay, now I can't use the Fiora because of the young witch. Let's do Renekton, clear 2 of the opponent's units. Actually no, it clears just the unit with barrier, right? Going to attack with just the young witch. I thought he would attack with something else. Well then, I'll take the 6. And now with the General's Palace on board, at least I'll be able to rally every turn, so while I won't kill the opponent with Fiora's... Actually no, I'll kill the opponent with Fiora's trigger, never mind. He's at 50, so I deal 20 this turn and then I deal an additional 20 next turn. I just need to make sure that Fiora stays alive, obviously. Okay, these are too many Emperor's Prosperity. Let's see if the opponent has combat tricks. Okay, doesn't. Oh, if he had a attack effect, buff effect or something else, Fiora would die, and I would have to close out the game 1 turn later. That would have been annoying. But yeah, the opponent's health totals are still not high enough to the point where Fiora can really put in work. It might be relevant against Aurelion Sol though. Quicksand, more copies of Quicksand are nice. Smooth Soloist, or Champion Item Chest, or a shop. Let's go for the Smooth Soloist. After this encounter we'll have 790 gold. So we might be able to pick up a neat power from the Smooth Soloist encounter. I get the Azir at the start, okay. Double Azir, in fact. Let's just attack like so. The opponent will probably summon something that Azir kills. Never mind. My bad, thinking the opponent would place something that has a reasonable amount of health. I might have made a severe mistake. I might want to trade Azir in. Ooh, Fiora. That's cool. Let's take the 34. It hurts a lot, but the option would be Shimmering Mirage, and Azir just clears one. I don't think that's satisfactory at all. And then I could go for one copy of Azir's Arise. That also would feel pretty terrible, so that's a nope. You know, that actually helps me, right, opponent? No, I just win next turn because the opponent decided to attack, and that summons that Flamed Chompers that pulls my strongest unit. Let's see if the opponent has a combat trick to deal with the Fiora. It doesn't. Well, Fiora's already doing a lot, it seems. That game could have gone significantly worse. If I didn't have Fiora there, I would have probably taken even more damage. Because the turn would go back to the opponent and then I'd have to survive an additional turn. Judgment. You know what? I can get some cheeky wins with that, with Fiora. So sure, stacked against them. Sure. Let's build a big deck then. I'm incentivized to not cut anything from the deck here. But I think I still cut the Lohan Protégé just because it's a pretty bad card. That won't really do much for me. Howling Abyss can be a problem. Depends a little bit on what champions the opponent gets. Let's do Sandcrafter, yeah. Keep the Sandcrafter, toss everything else. I need to either proc the Sun Disc and level up Azir as fast as possible, or get Fiora in my opening hand to try and win through that method. That's a Nari. A very large Jari, in fact. Let's see if softening it up will do anything. The opponent gives it regeneration instead. 14. Is Fiora enough? I don't think Fiora is enough. No, actually Fiora strikes twice, so she is enough in fact. It's a bit overkill. Oh, actually Fiora went up to 14, so maybe it would be enough. So it is in fact overkill. But it's still better than just letting the opponent develop parry for free. Renekton. 22 attack unit. Can draw 4, deal 8 twice. I'll do just that. And then I'll do quick send to prevent the damage from the Renekton. With the overwhelm, I still have this Fiora. I'll burn a card here. Actually, no. In that case, let's do Azir, Shane Fiora right after. Shane Fiora here. That levels up once. Healess Resurrection. Not great. I'm going to take 24 from the Ahri, it seems. Ooh.
Run if you can.
That's huge. A huge draw. I would die here if it weren't for that. Now I not only level up Fiora, I also prevent a bunch of damage from going through.
Too easy.
That draw saved me. That was just pure luck. Well, the game seems intent on making me win. Now I have a backup judgment just in case something bad happens. But nothing bad should happen here because I... Ooh! I was about to say I can just pull the Zillion with the Fiora, but not really. The Zillion is very large. And the foe summons the champion double its stats, so it's being doubled and then doubled again. And this is only silence a follower, so it doesn't really work. At least it doesn't work the way I wanted it to. Let's see if leveling up Azir and getting another proc here works. Apparently it does, because I can use Renekton to soften up the opponent's units. And then I can... No, I can't attack with the Fiora, because she is not large enough. But if I play the Nasus, it will be enough, because Nasus will debuff the opponent's attack. And that gets me there. I just need Fiora to not die once I attack. Tumble. Okay, sure. Tumble away, opponent.
You are not welcome.
Let's just drop down the Nasus. Nasus strikes there. He actually kills the Zillion. Well, it's not really important. What I wanted to happen was this. So now Fiora survives the attack, and that's all that matters, because that way she can proc her effect and kill the opponent's Nexus with her effect. Okay, Fiora is certainly being the MVP here. I'm definitely glad I picked her up. Power Riff, Golden Pen, Colossal Hammer. Now I could pick up a item for Fiora since she's being so crucial to our game plan, but picking up an item for Azir just places it on all of my champions. So it's really a toss-up. Do I want more consistency on the Fiora, or do I want an item for all of my champions? I think giving the extra stats to all of my champions will be better overall. Crush, welcome gift, swoosh. Let's do welcome gifts. Since we're winning so many games through Fiora's effect, it doesn't really matter if we give our units overwhelm or not. It's not really the damage that's relevant, it's the proccing Fiora's effect. Let's toss the judgment. Yeah, I'll keep the other two cards. Starlit Seer. Depending on what the opponent has, his units can become incredibly massive. Let's just hope the opponent has a poor hand then. Yeah, let's just use Azir to deal with that thing. Totally prevent the extra damage from coming. This is going to give him a spell, but I think it's fine. Just because it chips away at that thing's health. So it's easier to kill later on. Okay, another mountain goat. Let's do a steamed hierophant. And then I can follow it up with a soothsayer. Buffs up our entire board. Fortunately that thing isn't that large. I could still
Disrupt our peace.
block it with this soothsayer. This is actually being a very slow game. I haven't really gotten any of our game winners. Let's do a steam hierophant. We're now extremely close to leveling up Azir. Ooh. Will do to everything. Now I just need to have one of my units die so we can go for the rock hopper, and that will be enough. Actually, it's not even a necessity to go for the rock hopper, I just needed to play one unit. Yeah, it's still going to be the rock hopper, so I can save the soothsayer to give spell shield to my other champions. Drop the rock hopper, level up Azir, proc the sun disk. Draw all of our champions and refill our entire mana pool. I would really like to go for Fiora here, but I want to get 2 effects or 2 procs from our summon effect, so let's wait for the opponent's turn. He's definitely going to play something here.
The journey is difficult.
That's very large. Well then, I guess I'll just be happy that I can strike a single unit at least. And now I've softened up the opponent's units for Renekton. Do you want to play anything else, opponent?
These jewels are more than mere trinkets.
You know what? Let's pass until he has 3 units on the board. Or maybe not. That can still be a plan, you know. Just pass until he has 3 units on the board. Just because I can kill him with Fiora's effect if I do that.
Fight or die. The winter's claw.
Frostbiting Fiora, huh?
These gems
Well, at least now he has 3 units. So now I can just attack with everything next turn. Actually no, because I killed it with the Renekton. Never mind then. Let's do Emperor's Guard. This baits the opponent into playing something here. Play a unit. That's not a unit. Fine then. I guess I'll do this. Kill the opponent the regular old-fashioned way of just damage over the course of multiple turns.
2 down.
It might be a bait though. He might just have a unit in hand. He has. Well, good thing he used it here then. Next turn is probably going to drop down another unit. And maybe then I can use the Fiora with the Judgment to win. Ooh, that's a very large... Well, Icewell Archer. I sure hope you don't attack with it and your other unit. Fine then. Hey opponent, please block with your Icewell Archer. Thank you. I just do this, and if the opponent doesn't have a Frostbite effect, I win. And I don't have to stick around for another 2 turns. Nice. When I picked up the Judgment, I thought I wouldn't get this much value out of it. I thought it would help win maybe one game out of all the games we were going to play. But it's really coming in handy. Yeah, this is not good enough. We want to play our champions. Concerted Strike, that's another strike spell. It helps with leveling up Fiora, so sure. We want to play our champions. Another attack buff. Sure. I think it's fine if we don't have more copies of the Fiora. We can always rely on Azir to draw them anyway. Let's do quick draw, so we have more discounts, Poros or spell chest. If we can get up to 40, we can get another discount on what we draw. We're at 33. After this encounter we'll be at 35. 36 maybe. Let's just do this then. Cheapen up the cost of the general spells. This puts us at 34. It might still not be enough. Do I take Unraveled Earths just for the dream of 40 cards? I can reroll. I can afford to reroll, so yeah, let's reroll. More Emperor's Prosperity. Let's just spend all of our money in Shaped Stones. It will always be online and it always draws a champion. So it's actually good for our deck. That's just another way to draw Fioras without relying on proccing Azir's, or not Azir's, the Sundisc's effect. And since we always summon a landmark, it always works for the full value. Yeah, that's definitely the best pickup we could have gotten there. Well, here I was worried that I wouldn't draw Fiora, but it's the first card I draw. Let's pass priority back to the opponent then. Let him play two things so that Fiora strikes twice immediately. Just leveling her up right on the first turn. And you know what? Normally that thing can't block, but since we're this close to killing the opponent through Fiora's effect, I might as well just pull it. Well then. If the opponent just attacks with that thing, Fiora just wins me the game. Let's do Dunekeeper. Buffs up the Fiora a little bit. The opponent doesn't even bother attacking. Okay, he knows what's coming. He knows that Fiora is going to just win him the game. I'm going to drop the Soothsayer just to protect the Fiora. And now I do this and win the game. Didn't even have to deal a single point of damage to the opponent's Nexus. Now let's see if we can get to 40 cards. Quick Strike Blade, Arise, sure. We're at 39, so we just need one more card, which we get here. All of these are pretty bad, let's reroll. Sharp Sight. Sure, let's do Sharp Sight. We go up to 41. It's a bit overkill, but now everything, or the first card we played each turn, gets discounted by 2. And if it's something that we draw that turn, it actually gets discounted by 3 because of the quick draw. Yeah, keep the Concerted Strike and the Shaped Stone, the Azir. toss everything else because we don't need anything else. It's going to be a problem though. The opponent's going to, yeah, get their Aurelion Sol here at the start. Let's do Star Azir. It strikes the Aurelion Sol twice, sets up to kill with the Sand Soldier. The opponent's just passing. It's incredibly suspicious. Let's just attack with everything. Kill the Aurelion Sol. Okay, he goes for a Moondreamer. You know what? Let's save that spell mana. Might be relevant. Gangplank. Can use the Concerted Strike to kill the Gangplank. Let's do a Steam Hierophant first. Just let the opponent place something else. So that way he spends his entire mana. So I can safely do this. I just don't want the Aurelion, the Gangplank to proc its effect. Cool, we got a champion that might actually be relevant. I can go Kai'Sa. Oh, I wanted to copy the lifesteal. I guess the opponent pulled the unit with that had lifesteal. Ooh, Cataclysm. Yeah, the Kai'Sa doesn't have the discount for the Fiora. But I still think it's worth it to play the Fiora just because she kills two things.
I have no equal.
What do I do here? Do I attack right away? Let's attack like so. Might wait the opponent to blocking with the Jarvan. He doesn't block with the Jarvan. That's annoying. He can now kill the Fiora. He might not kill the Fiora too, though. He's using his entire turn for those, but no, he's not. There it is. Shaped Stone. Maybe we draw Fiora and... Okay, I was hoping to draw Fiora and then proc play the Fiora's champion spell, but it didn't work out. At the very least we can trade into the Jarvan, even though we don't get the benefit from leveling up the Fiora. We're still in a pretty good position. Ooh! We proc the Sun Disk in between rounds. That's a bit annoying because we don't get their mana refill. Let's do Horn, Renekton. Let's do Nasus first. It's a one-cost Nasus. At least this way the unit that Thorn summons will be less threatening because it will have less attack. Oh, I thought for sure the opponent was going to attack with Horn. Guess I was wrong. I just got the another freeze 2 strikes from the Fiora. I'm going to need an additional an additional strike besides this one on the Tryndamere with the Fiora to Rocker level up. Never mind, the opponent just start casting Supernova. I guess if he's that committed to just preventing the Fiora from leveling up, there's nothing stopping him, I guess.
There's nowhere to hide.
I still do 20 here. It's fine, let's proc the Renekton. Level him up. Well, we're out of Fiora, so now we have to kill the opponent with damage. Should be easy enough. Ooh, we finally reached the point where the opponent played his own Aurelion Sol, not the one that he got for free at the start of the game. Cool. Is he going to attack here? No. He levels up the Aurelion Sol instead. Yeah, he kind of needs to in order to win. And even then, there's no guarantee he's actually going to win here, even with 2 Aurelion Sols on the board. He just takes the damage. Oh, he's going to clear my entire board, isn't he? No. Instead he lets me do this. Okay, protects one of the Aurelion Sols. Maybe I get lucky and hit the Emperor's Prosperity on the... Now let's not gamble on that. I would burn a bunch of cards if I did that. Let's copy Deathless and Overwhelm, I guess. The opponent's 2 attacks off from death. Okay, now he's developing a board. Let's hope he attacks with something else alongside that Great Beyond. Otherwise I'm kind of screwed, because I'll just die to it over a couple of turns. Celestial Wonder, double stun. I guess Kai'Sa has run her course. Let's just do this to capture the strongest opposing unit, get rid of that problem. Have enough mana for the judgment? Yes, I have. I don't even need it though. And it won't even really matter because the opponent's units are larger than mine anyway. So I think it's preferable to do this. Try to buff up my board so it can withstand the opponent's attack. Is he going to attack here or not? Oh no. Another Great Beyond. Well, at least he is attacking with something I can block here. Let's just do Crumbling Sands there. Remove that thing's spell shield for later. Let's give all of our champions spell shield, just in case. He's just summoning Aurelion Sols now. Well, at least now all of the opponent's units have vulnerable. So I can just pull them. And theoretically They all die. Do here. This way we can kill that thing. And we can kill this Aurelion Sol. And we can do Judgment. Really have to think about it, about this. Nah, I think I have to do it like so. It's a bit unfortunate that I'm going to lose a significant amount of champions like by doing this.
You must be very important.
No, I did it wrong. I should have done Judgment because then Judgment goes on the stack first, then Dominus goes on the stack. And by doing it in that order, Dominus takes away the spell shield from everything. And then I can Judgment everything down. Oh, that was a big mistake. I think that might cost me the game. Well, let's do Judgment anyway. Just to buff up my entire board. This here summons again. Strikes twice. Then I can summons, gets resummoned. I can I guess I'll Mage Seeker Conservator. 6 cards, I draw 4 here. Not sure. Let's draw 4 here. This way I set up so that I can kill the opponent's Nexus next turn. Depends a little bit on what he does here though. He might have enough to prevent that from happening. Let's do Shimmering Mirage here. Just remove that thing at burst speed. Now I no longer have any cards in the deck, so I can't draw. But I have Infinite Ascended Skull. Ooh, that was close. That was very close. Turns out Fiora carried most of the games up until the very end, and then she just died. Honestly, the amount of removal she took, I think, was enough to give us the victory. And I could have won earlier if I did the correct ordering of spells and skills. But we were strong enough to win, no matter what. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.